It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man.
Shakur Stevenson has taken his bold declaration to the global spotlight on Netflix, making it crystal clear that Gervonta Davis is his next target. The showdown fans have been desperate to see is now officially in motion. No more delays, no more sidestepping, and no excuses left. The gauntlet has been thrown, and the next thrilling chapter in this rivalry is already unfolding.
I think somebody got to be scared.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean, you've stated on the record you want it.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. And he goes out there and he disses me all the time and speak bad about my name. So it's like, if you feel the way that you feel about me, oh, I'm not this and I didn't do nothing for the sport of boxing as you like stated, then fight me.
Right.
Why you can't go fight
and make some money? I
think he's a tremendous fighter. I think his boxing ability is insane. I think his boxing IQ, feet work, power, the way he sets up shots. I love his boxing.
The decision now lies with Gervonta Davis, and Shakur Stevenson made sure the entire world knows it. Targeting a 2026 showdown, Stevenson left zero uncertainty about his desire for the fight fans have been demanding, delivering a clear and forceful message. The choice is entirely Davis's, while Stevenson has made it obvious that he's ready, fully committed, and just waiting for the go-ahead.
We don't see Tank. Do you ever expect to see him in this mix? And do you wish that was a fight that was available to you?
You said who?
Tank.
Who that?
Oh boy, here you go. Here you go. I mean, listen, of all the people in the room tonight, I feel like that was one of the main guys missing.
Okay.
Do you have no desire to fight Tank anymore? Is that just like?
Nah, I would love to fight Tank. I would love to fight Gervonta Davis. I think that's the biggest and best fight to make in the sport of boxing. But
at the same time, superstar Terrence Crawford openly confessed that he has serious personal issues with Gervonta Davis, and it's about much more than just the sport. In a candid and honest discussion, Crawford made it clear that this isn't merely a professional rivalry. He genuinely holds a personal dislike for Davis.
Never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like?
I just really don't like that dude.
You know? Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got.
Now, former U.S. World Champion Timothy Bradley has weighed in, insisting that Gervonta Davis must elevate his game, embrace real challenges, and fully commit to boxing this year. Bradley argues that the only thing holding Davis back is his own mindset. While acknowledging Davis's remarkable talent, he stresses that natural ability alone won't secure a lasting legacy at the pinnacle of the sport.
He always a man that I wish Tank believed in his damn self. What kind of legacy you want to leave, Tank? Come on, man. We don't want you in the tabloids for what you into right now. Hell no. We don't want that. You don't want your legacy to be that, man, attached to that. Shoot, you got a talent, man. God has given you a talent. You can make money. You can be a legitimate player, man. Legitimate player. Remember forever, bro. Don't you want that? That's not important to you? You want your kids to go to school as they get older? They see your dad's name right there. Oh, he was a boxer, but guess what? He never faced the top of the tippity top of the box.
Timothy Bradley emphasized that Gervonta Davis must prove he truly belongs among the elite by stepping up and asserting dominance in the sport. Bradley expressed hope that Davis fully trusts his own potential, noting that his upside is enormous. The message was clear and uncompromising. No more coasting, no distractions. Only complete focus and commitment to becoming the fighter everyone knows he can be.
Yo, he has. But everybody, the narrative is, you ain't faced the top guys yet, Tank. Take that chance, man. Take that risk. Because right now, you losing, player. You losing. Just like that kid the other day, he would have lost out. He leveled the hell up. He took that chance. And guess what? He realized, damn, I belong. I belong, man. That's what you need to realize, Tank. You belong, dog. For real. Because if you all the way focused, dialed in, bro, you come back, you dedicate a year and a half to this game, you will turn this game upside down. Upside down. To all the way focused, Tank can't be with. Can't, I'm telling y'all. All the way focused, Tank can't be.
Additionally, British promoter Eddie Hearn thinks Gervonta Davis's punching power might be the only factor preventing him from being outmaneuvered by Shakur Stevenson. Hearn highlighted Davis losing rounds to lesser opponents as proof that a technically precise fighter like Stevenson could dictate the tempo and accumulate points throughout the fight. In his opinion, unless Davis connects with a decisive blow, he could find himself trailing on the scorecards well before the championship rounds even arrive.
Who I think is a brilliant fighter, right? So exciting, very heavy-handed. He loses a lot of rounds, right? He lost rounds against Frank Martin. He lost rounds against Ryan Garcia. He lost rounds against Pitbull Cruz. And these are all guys that aren't on the same level as Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. So he has to put a dent in these people, otherwise he'll get beat. But he does put a dent in them because he punches really hard, and Tank's not just a puncher, he's got a good boxing IQ as well. I just don't think he's technically, or the IQ is as good as Lomachenko or as good as Shakur Stevenson. But can he put a dent in them? Because I promise you this, if he don't stop these people, he will be behind at nearly every junction of those fights, Lomachenko included. I think he stops Lomachenko.
On the flip side, veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas believes there's only one fighter capable of challenging Shakur Stevenson, and that's Gervonta Davis. Atlas explained that most challengers struggle to even approach Stevenson, thanks to his keen vision, lightning-fast footwork, and masterful control of distance. Yet he feels that Davis's unique combination of timing, precision, and devastating power might be the formula needed to finally crack Stevenson's defense.
Is that difficult because of his style, because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, and his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur.
The buzz surrounding Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson has hit the mainstream, with the Breakfast Club emphasizing that this is far from just another fight. It's the matchup boxing has been craving. A true 50-50 clash, where picking a winner feels impossible. Each fighter brings a completely unique approach, from style to strategy, making the bout unpredictable, electrifying, and absolutely unmissable for fans around the world.
Me personally, no. I don't think Tank is necessarily scared to fight anybody. He's a true fighter. But Tank has become this person that, I guess is influenced from Floyd, where he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do. He doesn't care about, pleasing a fan, so to speak. It's about money, his legacy, and I respect that, because when it's all said and done, the fans, they're not going to take care of you, right? So he's worrying about...
Davis carries devastating knockout power capable of ending a fight in a single punch, while Stevenson thrives on sharp defense, slipping strikes, and countering opponents with precision. The Breakfast Club broke down why this matchup is so compelling. It goes beyond belts or legacy. It's about two undefeated, generational talents finally clashing to determine who truly rules the lightweight division.
Because Turki Al-Sheikh is involved in Shakur Stevenson's career, that big bag of money will be offered to Tank to fight Shakur. So I think after, this year, there won't be any more excuses on why he's not fighting Shakur, because the money will be outrageous.
Beautiful, because the word duck is a loaded word. It implies fear. When we use it in the boxing world, you scared. So definitely Tank ain't scared of nobody. He puts people to sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there has to be a reason why. We do know that he's in charge of his career. So if he's not fighting, it's not nobody else's reason.
And that's one of the best.
Meanwhile, American fighter David Benavidez added his voice to the growing call for Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson to settle things in the ring. When asked which matchup he's most eager to witness, Benavidez didn't hesitate. He singled out Davis versus Stevenson as the most thrilling and highly anticipated fight in boxing today.
This weekend, I would love to see Shakur and Gervonta. I think Gervonta and anybody in any of the top guys at that weight class is a great fight. Gervonta, Shakur, Gervonta, Teo, Gervonta, Keyshawn. That 135 to 140 pound weight class is hot right now. You know what I mean? But that would be a great fight. I think probably that would be one of the fights that would be the most anticipated. You know, if they can make happen, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. By no means.
Benavidez stressed that if Davis and Stevenson finally clash, the entire boxing world would stop and watch. It would be Davis's sheer power pitted against Stevenson's defensive mastery, the knockout artist versus the untouchable technician. Two contrasting styles, two generational talents, and only one will emerge victorious. For Benavidez, this isn't just another fight. It's the type of battle that defines an era.
A great fighter like Teofimo down and made him look silly. So that would be a great fight, you know. And a big shout out to Shakur Stevens becoming a 4-time division champion. You know, he's on legendary status. He's on his way to be a Hall of Famer too, and he's still very...
Legendary pound-for-pound star Roy Jones Jr. also shared his thoughts, inadvertently outlining a potential path for Gervonta Davis to challenge Shakur Stevenson. While he lauded Stevenson's elite skills, Jones highlighted a subtle weakness that suits Davis's strengths. Stevenson's footwork can sometimes carry him too far back, moving him out of counterpunching range and slowing the pace. Against most opponents, it's a minor issue, but for Davis, it could be the crucial opportunity to break through Stevenson's defense.
Shakur Stevenson is a very good fighter, but he got to learn, and I will hope he will pay attention to this because this is going to mean a lot for him. His feet are good, but sometimes they take him too far out of range to be able to come back and counter. The last guy he fought, the guy was a good puncher, so when he was jumping back, he was jumping too far back out of range to where he couldn't come back and get something right away. You understand me? And for the fans...
Roy Jones Jr. went even further, claiming that Gervonta Davis isn't just the hardest hitter in the sport, he's also the most well-rounded fighter. While many emphasize his knockout ability, Jones pointed to Davis's complete arsenal: fluid lateral movement, clever southpaw adjustments, the ability to box and punch seamlessly, and the skill to change angles on the fly, all without losing his unique style. In a landscape crowded with one-dimensional fighters, Jones ranks Davis at the very top, making a showdown with Shakur Stevenson both fascinating and utterly unpredictable.
The best ones out there is what they don't know gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different, you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the coup. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coup to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not...
Here's the twist. Even though Terence Crawford has personal issues with Gervonta Davis, he still acknowledges Davis's talent where it counts. Crawford makes a clear distinction between the fighter and the person, adding an extra layer of tension to their ongoing feud. He respects Davis's abilities in the ring but wants nothing to do with him off it. That personal friction is exactly what keeps this rivalry heated and ensures it's far from finished.
Security guards around him and he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core person.
Terence Crawford made it clear, Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. A 3-division world champion, a defensive genius, and a true elite fighter in every respect. Crawford notes that Davis can talk as much as he wants, but words don't change the facts. Stevenson's accomplishments speak for themselves, leaving absolutely no room for argument.
He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done, so it's not marketable. But he can't do that because Shakur is what?
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis is setting the internet ablaze after a resurfaced clip shows him going after Terence Crawford, labeling the undisputed welterweight champion a hater. The tension is palpable, and social media is buzzing, with fans hanging on every second of the fiery confrontation.
Like after boxing, that all the stuff that you guys can all be like friends, and kind of you see it with the Haglers and Burns.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a him. Everybody a queen with him.
Question for you. You're a proud father? Great.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
What if you could merge Shakur Stevenson's impeccable defense with Gervonta Davis's devastating knockout power? According to Sean Porter, that fighter already exists, a rising star who glides on defense like Stevenson while carrying the same fight-ending punch as Davis.
That's as defensively responsible as Shakur Stevenson, makes the right move every time defensively. That man right there. And if you want a man that's as powerful as a Tank Davis, as explosive, and can end the fight at any point in any time, you have a mix of Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis, two of the best fighters in the world, and one man right there. That's how good.
Renowned boxer Keshin Davis shared his thoughts on Shakur Stevenson, cutting through the hype around a potential matchup with Gervonta Davis. He emphasized that it's never as simple as Davis smokes him. Fans are divided, debates run deep, and the matchup is a true 50-50 scenario. For Keshin, that's the ultimate mark of respect and part of why Stevenson is regarded as the sport's next big star. In a world obsessed with knockouts, sometimes the loudest statement comes from a fight no one can easily predict.
People say that Shakur Stevenson then is the next big thing in the sport.
For one, I really think the fans don't really see nobody beating Shakur. When people bring up him and Tank, when I see and I go read like little stuff about it, they really be debating. It don't be like, oh, Tank is gonna destroy this guy and everybody is saying this. No, that be like real debates, like, no, this Shakur, this, that. And then not only that, now you see Shakur moving up in weight, he's filling out, he's dropping this dude. He went crazy that last fight. That last fight was like kind of crazy. You go back and watch, that was crazy.
Meanwhile, pro boxer Virgil Ortiz gave a reality check to Shakur Stevenson's doubters. When asked about a potential blockbuster clash with Gervonta Davis, Ortiz didn't hold back, calling it a genuine 50-50 fight, a high-stakes showdown that fans should be eager to witness.
To happen for 135.
That's probably the biggest fight you can make, 135.
Yeah. Who would you have winning that one?
That's a hard one, man. You know, Shakur, he's very technical. He's very defensive. And you know what? People shit on his defense, man, but why are you going to stand there and get hit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in reality, no one likes to get hit. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter if you can take it or not. The point of boxing is to hit, not get hit, you know?
Yeah.
Gervonta, he's obviously, he's Gervonta. I don't really have to explain why I think he's good. You know, it's just both styles I would like.
Stevenson comes out on top because his style is flawless, and no fighter, not Tank, Ortiz, or anyone else, enjoys taking clean shots. Stevenson's defense isn't dull. It's the art of making world-class opponents look average while never taking damage. While casual fans might grumble, Ortiz understands the reality. A Stevenson versus Davis showdown is boxing at its peak, a true 50-50 battle where two generational talents finally settle who truly dominates the division.
Being a boxing fan, we want to see who's better.
Same. I mean, again, like you said, Tank's power matched with Shakur's defense. It's that classic clash. And we won't know who the real winner is until it actually happens. And I hope we don't have to wait too long for that. But yeah, there's a lot of big fights out there. And I think I wanted to go back to you real quick.
Boxing insider Fannin weighed in with a daring prediction, spotlighting a potential Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis matchup as a battle between two of the sport's brightest rising stars in the stacked lightweight division. It would showcase Stevenson's slick technical brilliance against Davis's fearsome power, with both legacy and lightweight supremacy hanging in the balance.
Fight could be between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson is obviously two of the best young fighters in the hottest zone of boxing that there is.
Fannin highlights that Shakur Stevenson is prepared to pull off something rare in boxing, crossing promotional boundaries to deliver the fight fans have been craving. Unlike the usual politics that stall big matchups, Stevenson is willing to step up, leaving the challenge directly in Davis's hands. The message couldn't be clearer. If Davis truly believes he's the king of the lightweight division, the man ready to prove it is already standing right across from him.
Shakur has shown more than an openness and a willingness to come over and fight, or to at least fight guys that are with the PBC, in guys like Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz, Gary Antoine Russell. So he's very open-minded about doing that, right? And saying, no, I would definitely.
The boxing world is on fire over the possibility of a blockbuster showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. The big question remains, will 2026 finally deliver these two generational talents inside the ring? Davis brings explosive knockout power, while Stevenson counters with defensive brilliance that can make even the best look ordinary. It's a true 50-50 battle of contrasting styles, a fight that could define careers and cement legacies. Experts like David Benavidez, Virgil Ortiz, and Sean Porter all agree this clash needs to happen. The real uncertainty isn't about fan demand, it's whether the business side of boxing will allow it. Will Davis rise to the challenge? Will Stevenson's patience pay off? And when they finally meet in the center, who will leave with their hand raised?